Hi Leo, welcome to your October reading. Now, we are going to be using two decks today. We're going to use the Cosmic Cycles Tarot deck and also the Tarot of the Divine. So we're going to do a little spread for what's coming up for you for this month, which sometimes, might be a case of looking over the few weeks. It might be a case of just looking at where you're at and what's going on. And then we'll get some clarifiers from the Tarot of the Divine. And then towards the end of the video, we will look at the other star signs that you may be dealing with. So we'll pull one card for each of them. Now, obviously, if you want to, you can go and cross-watch because you can then, check out what's going on for your counterpart if that's what you're into. But you get a little bit of a look at the end anyway as well. So, yeah, let's have a look at what is coming up for Leo for the month of October, please. Okay. Get excited. Get excited. Okay, we're gonna have two cards there because they're stuck together. Sometimes that happens with this deck. So October is going to be party season for you, Leo. You've got that 10 of Pentacles. Now listen, that is very much the firework display. It's very much the sitting down, watching it all go off. And listen, let's face it, October, there's going to be fireworks, isn't it? We've got the run up to bonfire night. There's going to be fireworks. Also could be maybe an argument. It's now coming to me with fireworks like angsty, which is backed up by your second card, which is the Five of Swords. Now, I think you also may have a little bit of a conflict during this month. There's also going to be a situation where, again, if someone's playing a game, like this is the Knight's battle. It's the Knight of Cups against the Knight of Pentacles. Player one wins. And someone will have to walk away, and maybe this is, if you find that you've got some drama fireworks going on where it's arguments happening for you, Leo, then do you want to be in that mentality in this month? Do you want to sit in it? Do you want to walk away? The choice is yours. It's always yours. Now, it could be that you resonate more with this side and actually you're winning, and maybe this fireworks is a celebration of you winning this turmoil, whether it's an inner turmoil, whether it's a battle against someone else. Maybe you've got a situation at work where you're just butting heads with people. They're just, you're seeing one perspective, the other person is seeing another perspective, and you're not kind of getting there. And listen, you might win, you might come out on top, you might have that celebration going on. But it could also be the other way. We'll get some clarifiers. Now, you've also got an Ace of Pentacles as well in reverse. Now, that for me is a case of whatever, don't try and start anything new this month. I think, particularly around the full moons, because we've got two full moons this month, I wouldn't suggest, particularly the second full moon at the end of the month on Halloween is in Taurus, which I was reading up this morning, is a good time for using that stability that Taurus provides to really drill down on what it is that you want rather than setting something new up. If you've got a new idea, let's park it for October. Let's leave it until November, and then we'll see what happens. Now, you've also got the Knight of Swords as well, which is good because I think where there's possibly this little bit of conflict going on, you can deal with it, you can tackle it. The Knight of Swords is super confident. I love the Knight of Swords. He's in, he's out, shaking it all about. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get in and deal with the situation. Like, he's flying high. There's I always thought it was an octopus. It's not. It's actually like a skull holding that sword. Random, like a skull and not crossbones. But he's super confident, he's flying high. Now, the card that's hiding behind that on the downside is the Eight of Cups. And I think this is a reactionary thing. I think if you go a little bit too hard, you could push someone away. And maybe that's where this new idea that's coming in is it that you want to take someone that you've been friends with, you want to notch them up a level to dating? Don't do that, because they'll back off, they'll walk away. And if you push that too hard, that's what happens with that Eight of Cups hiding behind that Knight of Swords. So that's a general little overview. As I say, we'll get another couple of cards out. Listen, like I say, it's not a bad thing. We've got a 10 of Pentacles there, so there's definitely, there's some good stuff coming up. Sorry, just tapping my low battery sign off. There is some good stuff coming up for this October. You've just got to make sure that you drill down and be really super confident on what it is that you want. And like I say, don't push too hard on things this month is my general advice. So to back up your 10 of Pentacles, you've got a 9 of Wands in reverse. So listen, I think like I say, the celebration is there for you. The celebration, the fun times is going to be there. It's going to be happy days, but don't let that distract you from dealing with things. because this nine of wands in the upright for me is very much like, listen, I'm dealing with all these problems, I can tackle them, I can face them, but it's a reversey Percy. So it's not, you mustn't let the fun of the fireworks and the fun of the fair distract you from dealing with day-to-day stuff that needs to be dealt with. And and I say it could be day-to-day, it could be long-term goals that you need to address. And like I say, with that second full moon, really need to drill down on that and make sure that those kind of things are going on and being addressed. Now you've got a 2 of Wands in reverse over your 5 of Swords, and I think again, that's the way I always talk about these in the upright. So in the upright, this is being very aware of the past, the future. This is Janus, Roman god. He looks in both directions. He looks into the past, he looks into the future. He can take it all in to stay in the present. Now it's reversed. So for me, this is a case of, listen, there's going to be some conflict and some drama going on. It's up to you. You can't see both people's perspectives, is what I'm getting at. And I think if you can't see someone else's perspective, it's almost good to take a step back and let them find another way to explain it. Because yes, we need to try and see other people's perspectives, but we also need to be aware of our own situation first and foremost. And that's why I say with the 5 of Swords, it's like, you know what, if I can't see your point at the moment, I need to take a step back and I need to just dial it in, and I will see your point at another time. Right now, it's not there for me. Now, your Ace of Pentacles in reverse, interesting, not starting anything new this month. You got the Knight of Pentacles upright. Now, if he doesn't say, take your time and make sure everything is set up, I don't know what other card does. This for me is the card of absolutely, listen, I've got it sorted out, I'm ready, I'm just taking my time. The time isn't right for me to move forward with this yet. The time is not right yet. So keep going, keep plodding, be really, really methodical. Now, this is interesting. So where you had that Knight of Swords with the 8 of Cups, and I was saying, if you feel like you want to level someone up, a friend, that's come out with the 2 of Cups, which is a beautiful, beautiful card. I forget what the characters in this story are. There's a really lovely story where it's just so loving. Now listen, I think, if you listen, you can push a bit hard and someone can back up. And actually, maybe the lesson is, this person you've got your eye on, you need to go a bit harder on them in order for them to walk away, because then that clears the space for that 2 of Cups to come through, which is nice. I'm happy about that. Or the other option is, listen, take your time, don't do anything this month, let the relationship build, let the feelings develop, because actually, if you push them away too soon, you miss out on that 2 of Cups. If you ease off and you let them worry about it and you let them grow and you let that develop naturally rather than being impatient, because the Knight of Swords is also impatient, right? And we know Leos, listen, you're a lion. You get right in there, not afraid of anybody. And especially if you're feeling on top form because you've got that 10 of Pentacles, it's easy to kind of forget that other people need a bit of encouragement. Okay, so that's you for the month. I hope that helps. Now, we're going to have a look at the star signs you're dealing with. To see what's going on with them. We're going to stick with the cosmic cycles because I love it. Now, if this is resonating for you, do me a favour, put it in the comments below so I know what's working and what isn't. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button as well, which is the little bell, because I'm going to be doing some more free Q&As on YouTube. So obviously if you're a notification subscriber, then you will get a notification to say I'm live and you can jump on and do the free Q&As. I do also do those on Instagram as well. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it is must.be.a.gemini.tarot. So essentially must be a Gemini tarot with full stops in between each word. That's on Instagram, and you can also get me on my email, which is mustbeagemini.tarot with the full stops in, at gmail.com if you would like to book a private reading. So yeah, if this isn't resonating for you and you want a private reading, drop me a little message and we can sort that out for you. So if you are dealing with an Aries, your Aries has got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So your Aries is feeling a little bit of struggle at the moment. It's like they're not balanced enough and they're not confident enough in what they have to offer. So as a result, what they're doing is just pulling back, and they're not going to offer anything because they're not confident in what they have. So they can't offer you something. They can't bring you the love song. They can't bring you the new job. They can't bring you a happy home because they don't have it in them to offer at the moment. Now, if you're dealing with a Taurus, they've got the Queen of Cups. So again, they're they're also not like you know what, if you're with a Taurus, they need a little bit of comfort right now from you, from people around them. And if you feel you've got that in you to give, I would say definitely try and help them out, because they, like, you know, like Tauruses can be very, very loving and affectionate and very supportive and very stable. And at the moment, if they need that encouragement and they need that balance giving back to them, and we can do it for them, we should be doing it. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, that's what they need right now, and that's probably why they're a little bit hesitant and you don't feel you're getting what you need. Particularly if, like I say, if this is a Taurus you're friends with that you want to take it up. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. So again, there's a hesitation on the Gemini. Unusual, because I think Gemini is normally quite guns blazing, gung-ho. But they're trying to take a little bit of a step back. And that could be because they want you to come forward and they want you to pick up the pace. And they're like, listen, you know what, I've been pushing this long enough. I'm good right now. I'll wait, because I need a bit more from you. Maybe they want you to pick up that pace. Whatever it is, they're resisting something. So just, I think, either give them that mental, you know, if they're dialing it back down to 60% on how they're coming towards you, you bring up that 40% to balance it out. If you're dealing with a Cancer, lovely, they've got the Hierophant. So listen, they might be taking a little bit of time out from what's going on with you to reconnect with themselves, to make sure that their focus, you know, like this is one of the reasons I bought this deck, this card, because it's so beautiful. It's like connecting within with your higher power, with what you need to connect with. It's a really lovely, lovely moment. And I think, you know, if you're dealing with a Cancer that's going through that right now, you're going to come out the other side brilliantly. That's going to be your Ten of Pentacles, because they will have reconnected with their higher power, with what they want, with their sense of well-being, and they will then be able to share that with you. And there's your Ten of Pentacles, Leo. So if you are dealing with another Leo, okay, Three of Cups. Happy days. So if you're dealing with another Leo, listen, they are going to show you some wonderful times at the moment. They are going, for October, I mean, they are going to give you so many joyous moments of, I think, showing you something new. Like this, you know, the story in this card is these two pages are showing the new girl around town. So this is the Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and this is the Page of Cups in the middle. They're showing her around town. They're showing her what's good. She doesn't know, she's new. So she needs people to help out. And I think if you're dealing with another Leo, I think they're going to give you some, like, just some enthusiasm. They're going to give you some life back into what you're doing day to day. Now, if you're dealing with a Virgo, I've got the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, this, you know, this could be that you're, particularly if it's the Virgo, the story of the friend that you want to create romance with, they're not quite feeling the balance right now, and that's why you need to hold off, because listen, they need to get themselves sorted. And that doesn't have to be with regards to you. That could be that, you know, your Virgo needs to find their own sense of well-being within their family dynamic, within their friendship circles. They need to get that balance back up, because this, you know, the Four of Wands is, you know, it's balance, it's equality, it's making sure that everything's equal. And that's, you know, that's lovely. Now, if you're dealing with a Libra, you got the King of Wands. Whoop, whoop. I love this King of Wands. He's in charge. He's in control of everything. Like, not in an aggressive way, but he's just like, listen, this is my kitchen. I'm in charge of what's going on. I say when that food's ready and out the door, I'll give you all the information and all the recipes and everything you need to do. We will all work together to make this a success, but listen, I'm in charge. When it comes down to it, I'm head chef. And that's good. I think it's good to have someone around like that who can, you know, pick up the slack. If you're, like, particularly, like I say, if you have that moment where things are maybe a little bit in disarray, don't worry if you've got a Libra in, because they're going to come through and they'll be like, listen, cool, I can take it from here. You do this, you do this. They'll delegate everything else out to make everything run smoothly. Now, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, they got a Tower in reverse. So that's not great, because, you know, the Tower in the upright is a huge external change. It's something that you're not in control of. And the trouble is that the Scorpio around you is resisting that change. And the more you resist it, the more it's going to hurt when it comes in. So if the Scorpios around you that you can sense is resisting the change, try and help them through it. Try and help them see the other side of the change, of what's going on, and actually how much it can benefit them to let go, you know, because this Tower card is all about letting go. It's like, you know, let the house burn. all those memories, all those pictures. Like, yes, it's going to be horrific, but then you get to make new memories. And that's lovely. Now, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they've got the Queen of Wands. So again, happy to take charge, happy to pay attention to the details, happy to make sure that what needs to be done gets done. And again, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, Leo. Like, it's good to have someone, you know, because you can take your foot off the pedal a little bit and let someone else take charge a little bit. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, this guy, he's quite happy taking the orders. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Now that for me is good, because actually this is a Capricorn who is dealing with their trauma, dealing with their hurt, dealing with their inner processes, to come out of it the other side and to be able to let go of all that pain and let go of what's upset them and be able to move forward in October. So that's a really, really lovely card. If you've got an Aquarius in the mix, they're having a bit of a struggle with progress because they've got that Judgment in reverse, and that, you know, upright for me is the graduation. Whoop whoop. Oh God, don't know why I keep whooping today. It's only actually on your reading, but anyway, it's probably that Ten of Pentacles coming out. So yeah, if you've got an Aquarius, listen, they are not at the point where they're ready to let go of things. They're not ready to level up. Particularly, like I say, if it's that Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups moment, Two of Cups moment, you're going to have to let them do it. Like where the Tower is an external change that you don't have any control over. That's something, you know, that spark's gone, that house is up. This graduation is down to your change. It's an inward change. You have to put that work in. And at the moment, the Aquarius in your life isn't doing that. And that's unfortunate, because you can't make someone do it. They have to find it themselves. The Judgment for me is an inner acceptance. Pisces, however, though, Four of Pentacles, and this has come up a lot today. This for me is wonderful because it's saving, it's manifesting, it's investing in the future. It's having a long-term goal and working towards it. It's not just having a dream and going, oh, I really want this car, I really want this big car. It's like, well, no, if I want it, I've got to work for it. I've got to save. I've got to put the measures in place to be able to have that car. And that's fantastic. So listen, if you've got a Pisces in the mix at the moment, brilliant news. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonated for you. As I say, if you want to book a private reading, drop me a message on Instagram or an email, and join me for some Q&As real soon. Take care. I'll see you all very soon. Bye.